It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and our focus is on George Pickens. You always need eyes on him, fourth most catches in the NFL. It's the Steelers and the Cowboys on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Sheds off the tackle, and out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now Prescott. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again. Patrick Queen, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Marquez Callaway. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The danger of a punt that good? A 16-yard return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. It's brought in by Harris. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Here's Wilson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Now 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
Here's Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Forced out to his left. Completes it to Austin. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Austin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On third down, Elliott. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Returnable here for Callaway. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. 1 second, all that remains. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to... Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. Fighting his way through contact. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Our first carry for Najee Harris. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Wilson. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Throwing. Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Inside give to Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Dancing to his left. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 28-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Prescott. Oh, he had was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Buying time. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He may go. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott down. And he's going to go down again. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
That is caught by Lamb. Give him 28 yards on that one. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The Steelers signal for the remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Wilson now off the bootleg. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he whips that one incomplete there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Here's Prescott. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Pittsburgh, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.